Happy Sunday from Panama. My name is Eric. Today's little reminder is it's not your job to save the world. And I know a lot of us, especially empaths, we take it upon ourselves to make everything all right for everybody. So we need to know all the problems. But we're so connected in a world right now that you literally can and do know all the problems in the world all the time, non-stop. And we were never designed to be like that, to know all the corruption here, the death here, the war here. It's a lot. Trust me, it's a lot. And I know you guys take a lot of this in because I do too. I'm trying not to as much. But this is just a reminder, you don't have to save the world. Everything's going to be okay. Focus on you, your universe, your own thing. And I know that sounds like hippie talk, but what's the point of life? It's to be happy, it's to feel good, it's to have a good time. It's not to be scared, angry, pissed off, having to revenge. Let that go. Focus on yourself. You guys, it feels really good to let go of a lot of this shit. It's not your job to save the world. It's not. And I've been on those paths too, where I needed to know all the information so I could share it, so we can do this and we can wake up people. We don't need to do that. Focus on yourself, your own happiness. And Sunday, this is the day you should be, if you can, go for a walk in nature, even if it's snowing. Spend time with the kids, the dog. It's very important to take self-care. Self-care is very important. So I did my first podcast today. I don't know if you watched with Taylor. It went really well. It's very important to hear other people's perspectives because most people, they only know their story and the story of the people around them. And their stories are very similar. So it's very eye-opening to hear people's stories. Like Taylor's, covered in tattoos over his face, lived homeless for 15 years, homeless in a country he's not from, having to sleep with a knife just to protect his wife. Holy. It's important to hear these stories. Even me, I got a lot of really crazy stories. I think this podcast is going to go really well, learning and talking to people. So yeah, it went well. But I talked to a friend a couple days ago, and she said that it was just too much for her. Lost her vibe, and everything was just really intense. And I've gone through periods of that too, where I feel very connected and spiritual, and I feel good and happy. And that's the point of life, is to feel good. It's to have a good experience. It's not to feel scared and down and worried. That's not the point. And my biggest thing is shut out the world, all the noise, the TV, the news, all this. Focus on your own little space. Make this feel good, and then the world around you will feel good. It's not your job to save the world. Everything will be okay, and we don't need to worry about things in countries that we're not in and things that might happen. And shut it off. Focus on yourself. The goal of life is to be happy inside, not to save the entire world. To save this world. I'm going to leave it at that. You guys have a great Sunday. I'm really excited for the next podcast. Love you guys. Take care.